Well, good evening. Welcome back to VP4TV. Welcome to, in fact, you're the only person that's there, Cobra. Welcome to Cobra. Well, you're the only person that's talking. Nobody else is. We're back on VP4TV. We're back in Virtual Pool 4 online. We're here for a one-loss side match tonight between MC Clarkey and Semipro, both from England. Race to 13 goes at the top of the hour. Good evening to WizKid. Good evening to Popman and Bill. And, well, I agree that Matt's got to hit a higher standard. I think he'll be well aware of that. He has to do that if he's going to survive. And likewise with Semi-Pro, he's got to keep a good standard as well because Matt's more than capable of taking him out. But consistency is the order of the day. And, of course, the brake working for you. Bad rolls, the usual stuff. So, 13-10, I'm calling it to Matt. He's my outside chance of winning this tournament. Just give me 2 seconds. Good evening, good afternoon to Steve.
Good evening, good afternoon.
Right, Steve will tell you guys why one player's going to win tonight and the other isn't.
Well, I mean, somebody's going to get to 13 before the other guy.
The usual.
Is that not the kind of answer you were looking for?
Well, I want you to be a bit more elaborate because I forgot to go to the bathroom before this started. I'm going to hang you out to dry and abandon you while you explain it.
Well, that's fine. It's an interesting match. I think it could be a very good match. Matt is going to have to play better than he has been playing. I think he's capable, but he's just missed tons of balls in the matches I've watched lately. So he's going to have to step up. Semi-Pro, you know, you're not sure what you're going to get with him. If he plays well, he's going to be tough to beat. What do you guys think? Do we got any? Do we have any predictions here? Cobra is always good for a prediction. $13-11 Matt. So Bill's picking Matt. Yeah, Cobra says Matt will need to improve. Okay, he might already typed that before, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. They weren't very good. Roll cage. Oh, so that's Popman, I think. 13-11 semi. And Cobra said 13-7 semi. So we've had one Matt and a bunch of semis as far as predictions. I think Semi-Pro's the favorite, but regardless of how this goes, I'd like to see Matt play well this match. So you're a fan of Marlon Brando? Or just The Godfather? Oh, room is up. Room's up and Semi-Pro is in there.
Right, here we go. We're waiting on Matt arriving. In fact, Matt was in for a good hour or more getting practice. Semi-Pro wasn't anywhere to be seen. So they're both in. Matt on the right-hand side. In fact, I think Semi-Pro's been uploading 147 videos this afternoon. I think that's what he's been doing. So maybe he doesn't think he needs to try too hard to win this match.
Yeah, 147 on a tape video. Well, I mean, for him, it's just playing in rhythm, I think. I watch his 147s, and he plays in a great rhythm. And he doesn't always do that when he's playing in these matches, and I think that's a key for him, just playing rhythm.
Well, he's won the lag. That's dead weight lag for Semi-Pro.
I also think his mentality needs to change a little. I mean, he plays like he's playing for 147s, where he shoots at everything. I think he needs to play safe a little bit more often.
Mm-hmm. Well, that break worked. 2 balls in the break, but no shot. Welcome, Jose.
Speaking of playing safe, this is since he really doesn't have anything, he's almost has to play safe here. Let's see what he can do.
That ain't it.
No, that was a touchy safe. The biggest problem with this is he gives up a shot on the 9 ball. I don't know if Matt's going to take it, but
I doubt it.
well,
probably...
you know, the thing is the safety isn't that easy here. You can bank the 1 in the side pocket, which isn't an easy shot.
He can use the 4 ball as cover. He can use the 9 ball as a stopper for the 1 ball. Well, he went all out for it.
Yeah.
Now he has to get a lucky roll.
But you know, it wasn't. You know, he pulled it back. He gave himself a chance to get behind some balls. It wasn't a you know, it wasn't a terrible shooting at that in that situation.
Welcome to Albie.
Hey, Albie.
Quick reminder, guys. At the same time tomorrow, we've got the other one lost side match that's been arranged. I can't remember
Larry and Bedhead.
Yeah, I couldn't
Bedhead.
remember who it was there. My mind went blank again. Yeah,
so
Larry and Bedhead.
Let's see if he's going to shoot at this. He may. He decides not to.
Welcome to Hazard, but he's got cover again.
Yeah, that was pretty well played. That wasn't an easy safety.
Now, what does Matt do here? Does he risk trying to jump this? Because, I mean, he's got plenty of room to jump it if he fancies giving it a go.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, if you're good enough at jumping with the play cue, that...
Well, you know, that's bye-bye to this rack then.
I would have thought he would at least would have hit it there.
Welcome to Mooncake. Welcome to Mark.
Even if you can't control it, if you can hit it, you get a chance to get lucky.
Well, the first thing he had to do there was at least hit it, which was pretty poor that he didn't actually hit it, because I don't think it was that difficult a kick.
No, he had to put a little English on it, but it wasn't that difficult. Yeah, you know, he's left himself a little funny angle here. I mean, it's doable, but it's a little tricky to get good on the 5 here.
Yeah, I think he's got to alter the path of this cue ball for a start, because if he just lets this run the way it wants to go, he's colliding with stuff, I think.
Well, you can play the 5 in the same pocket if you want. You can play it in the corner, but it's kind of tricky getting it on the line to come up, you know, towards the 8 ball.
This is going that way. Yeah, he's hitting it soft to try and get below it or above it as we look. That'll do.
Yeah, he decides to go behind it, and that's fine.
Jose's going for Matt. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, there's a disaster. And now a chance for Semipro to try his jump shot.
He hit it with speed, trying to get some separation of the balls, and it just, you know, they didn't separate well for him.
Well, welcome to Coldest Pillow. Never noticed you. He's arrived. There you go. Well, that's one that he's got, and that's got him out a hole. First one of the night.
But his 147 was over. Because you can't jump on a snooker table.
Well, rescued the situation, got the job done. Can't ask
you figure a guy like Semipro should hardly ever miss a ball. I mean, if he's doing 147s on tight pockets on a snooker table, you figure he shouldn't miss a whole lot of balls. And the cue ball was good.
Yeah, and 1 ball
didn't come up with much.
8 ball goes in as well. So 7 and 8 have gone. Now a little push through. This is touchy. But I don't know whether you can push it round the back of that 5 without catching it.
I might push out to the combo here. Just make it a little better. See if somebody wants to take a whack, or you could shoot the combo right here, right now. I don't like the safety because it's tricky not to leave an easy kick on the 1.
Now, clearly...
that's not bad as far as leaving the kick, but he left a direct shot on it.
Mooncake's talking Dutch here. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Mooncake's talking Dutch?
Yeah. He says, I'm using something OS as a distribution. It's a Debian-based distribution. What the hell's he talking about? This is bloody Steve language he's talking in. I'm pretty certain only Steve understands that.
Yeah, it's Linux. He's using a Linux distribution based on Debian,
right? Well,
which is one of the major distributions.
Matt's now got the control of the table here. Yeah, you're right enough, Coldest Pillow. It is a bit like Sergeant Numpty talking in riddles. Straight across for the kick.
You know, Semipro made a big mistake on that first safety.
Yeah, not getting any cover. You know, giving Matt a free shot.
I think it's an evaluation thing, because I was in favor of either shooting a combo the way it was or pushing out to a better combo, because I thought that safety was going to be tough. If you hit it really easy, you leave the 1 in front of the pocket, and if you hit a little harder, then you risk doing what he did.
Now, why couldn't you just have said that, Mooncake? Just in plain language. Yeah, that was not an easy cut.
Yeah. Well, I know some people have been using Linux. Are you using Wine to run it?
Oh dear. Hang on a minute. Matt lives again here. He's going to have to... I don't think he can get round the back of that 4.
I think he can.
Well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to spin it, and he's going to have to get the pace of this right.
He can not that way. It's to the right side.
Yeah, the other way. That's what I'm thinking. Why is he looking there? Because there's no way you're getting round it that way. Oh, he might have got too much of it. I thought he'd get too much of it there.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
And well, you know, you've got a couple different safety options here. I don't like playing behind the 6. It's too easy to scratch.
Well,
I don't know if he shot that or if he played the safety or what. He might have been playing safe.
I would think it was. Well, it might have been a 2-in-1 shot there, because if he'd ended up behind the 6, he could have still cut back the 4. So I suppose it wasn't a bad call.
So I would probably shoot this, and the reason why is that the safety's hard. I mean, that's the evaluation you got to do. You don't go, the shot's hard, I'm just going to play safe.
Where are you shooting it? Into the side?
No, I wouldn't have shot it there. I would have shot it in the corner. I would have shot it, you know, in the left corner up there.
This second rack's up for grabs here, the way things are going.
Well, I think it's going to be over right here, because this is on VP. That's pretty easy, isn't it?
Oh, well done. Yeah. 1-all. So semis were ready to get into conversation.
Oh, it said you're running with Steam Play. Okay, I didn't see that part. I think you did talk about Wine before, or somebody did.
Now,
well, I'm a shooter.
Does that 9-ball? See if you kick the 2, does the 9 not go in off the 4? There's a commentator's eye call there.
The 2 banks. This 2-ball banks. You may not think there's enough of it, but some right English, and it's going to throw a lot anyways. You can bank the 2.
Oh no.
Well, you better check that commentator eye. It didn't come close to hitting a 4-ball.
No, well, he didn't hit the 2 right there, Steve. If he'd blasted it and hit the 2 right, it might have worked. Well, there's good cover here if you could find your way down here, but I've never even noticed the 4 over there. I forgot the 4 was there. I'm thinking, how do you get to the 5? I forgot the 4 was there.
Semi-pro's making a lot of strategic mistakes in the shots he's shooting. And it's mostly the moving thing, you know. He's not making choices that I think are the right choice for when to play safe or what to play or when to shoot.
I think this is a bit touchy here to just sneak your way out of here, because this 8-ball could do you harm, maybe in getting out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to hit the 8. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
That's worked out okay.
Yeah, he played that very well.
Oh, Semi will be watching it. I can guarantee he's watching it.
Yeah, well, that's always a mistake.
Yeah, he always wants to know how much we're talking about him.
Well, if he is watching it, he's not listening to me and doing what I say.
Right, well, obviously there's work to do here, because the 8-ball has to be got at from a certain position. 9-ball's a blocker. Got good pace in the cue ball, that's perfect.
You know, I think it's actually a pretty simple thought, although evaluating it can be not so simple, but it's basically which shot gives me the best chance of winning the game. You know, decide on what to shoot, you got to say, what shot gives me the best chance of winning? It's really as simple as that. Unfortunately, the evaluation can be a little bit more difficult than that. And Matt goes up 2-1.
Right, well, how's the backup? That's the question I always ask.
Well, and like any match between good players, breaking could play a very big part of this, and that's a pretty good break.
This has got mark it on the scoreboard written all over it. What a break that was! 2 balls gone, 5's gone, 1 and 3, no problem. 4's there.
The key for Matt winning is to run out racks like this, not screw them up. And that's what he's been doing lately, is screwing these kind of racks up. I mean, this is like this should be an automatic win from here. Oh yeah,
this is a really poor effort if he can't get out here. Now the question is though, is he going to take his medicine to just baby the 4 ball in and play the 6 long and run out?
He'll play the 6 up table. That's a smart thing to do here. There's no reason to try to do anything but go up table with it.
Now the other thing is, does he want to actually try and hold for the 7 in the side? Bear in mind that the 9 ball's in the way for getting a good angle to hold for the 8. I think that's a.
I would just stop this ball. Yeah. It's straight enough.
Let's see whether he's going to just kill it. Yeah, you see now he's running away, so. You could jack up and come off this 7 ball, but that's just a bit nervy.
You can soft draw it or you can go up table. Either way is fine. I mean, it's not like it's severe. And the reason I'm saying you want to stop that is that the difference between like getting an inch further and having to stun run it or something is the difference that can get you hooked on the 9.
Yeah.
Just stop it and take the shot that is a little more angle.
Well, the shape worked out fine. Now he's got something to build on. Got that 2 rack gap.
He's playing a cut break from the center. And that's a pretty good break. He's got a well, this goes by the 6 ball. I think he'll be shooting at this.
It goes actually both ways, so it does. Both of them are more room past the 6, obviously, and good for holding for the 2. Yeah, spot on, right in the centre of the pocket.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Now, how's the angle in this? Has he got enough to work with? Is he a bit too straight?
He's going to have to go around the corner here. Oh, he's just going to roll it. He's going to do the VP roll. Which in this game, I think that's the right shot because...
Well, this is fine as long as he gets the pace right to come off that rail and get back up. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, so far Matt is looking pretty good as far as playing more steady. If he can maintain this, then I think he's got a pretty good chance of winning.
You fellas mind if I drop in for a little co-commentary?
Not at all. How you doing, Hair Pig?
Welcome to Hair
Not
Pig.
too bad.
Well, how many in the stream were calling it for semi? I mean, obviously that could still happen, but I called it 13-10 to Matt.
Most called for semi. I think Bill called it 13-11 for Matt. But you know, this is far from over. I mean, Matt has to maintain this level of play, and Semipro needs to just get rolling, get in his rhythm, and play the way he's capable of.
But you know, he's ticking the boxes right now, and what you have to do when you have a half decent table, you have to get out if you're going to be going deeper in the tournament and a chance of winning this. You can't be messing him up, and he's not done it yet.
Yeah, that's really the only box that Matt needs to tick. I mean, that's been the failure in his last couple of matches, is just missing a lot of balls he should make and not getting out on easy racks.
That table was a little bit better than half decent. If he can get more like that, then he's going to run basically all of them out.
You would hope so. I mean, the last couple of matches he's had those tables and he hasn't gotten out. It's been really kind of shocking because he'd been playing really good lately.
We forgot about the other box you have to tick, Steve. When you happen to come up with a dry break, you have to leave a table like this. This is what also happens. You know, you can have a good run, but when you come up dry, the table should be left in a position like this.
Well, he's got a lot of good places to push.
No shot. Well, he's asking for trouble there, I think.
I would have probably pushed to something a little tougher. Maybe made him shoot the combo on the 4, pushed it a little over.
I'm sticking him on the 5 every day of the week here with this shot. This is too easy. He's gonna shoot at this. I would shoot at this. Yeah, center of the pocket again.
Oh, and he did not get past the 4 ball.
Well, it was really hard to get past the 4 ball. I think he kind of had to miss that ball in order.
Well, I think at that pace he was going to struggle. You know, he had to bump that well out the way. Didn't mean to say he was going to ever be that good in the 2 though.
Yeah. A little more pace, he could have scratched off the back of it. So.
Well, that's the worst thing you can do on a table like this, because if you give ball and hand up now, you know, the table actually looks pretty good from here with ball in hand. The 3 balls, you know, it's gettable, and now it's really gettable.
Yeah. So 2 attempted kicks, he's not even getting near the ball.
Yeah, kicking's a big part of the game. You've got to be able to kick, and really you want to be able to kick and kick safe, but at a bare minimum you need to be able to hit the ball, because you could get lucky or shit it in. Or
so getting good on the 5, I think, is kind of the key here, because where the 4 is, you don't have to have a straightforward, you know, easy path to the 5.
I think Semi's key is really just staying in rhythm. You've been watching any of his 147 videos?
I watched 1 or 2. 147s all look the same after a while to me.
The thing is, when you watch him playing those, he plays in a great rhythm. And when you watch him play these, he takes a lot more time on every shot. And if you can do a 147 on tight pockets playing at that speed, then that should be the speed you play at all the time. Because, I mean, a pool table is so much easier than a snooker table.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I think that trying to be extra careful, it can kind of bring the left side of your brain in, which is always bad. You want to play with the right side of the brain. And when you're just kind of cruising along in rhythm, your right side braining it the whole time. So he's slowly kind of speeding up this rack as it goes on. And this is what he needs to play at like this the whole rest of the match.
The left side of my brain is actually really bad, or the right side of my brain is actually really bad at VP4. I have to overrule it with the left side.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that stuff. Some people are pretty good with the left side of their brain.
Wow,
look at this mess. Look at this mess of a table. I think you can kick that in.
Are we playing one pocket? Yeah.
Yeah. He made the wedge, the Nick Varner wedge up here.
I think he can get. No, it's tight. But
No,
foul the two.
there was not a lot of room to
Yeah,
get
no,
between the two and the rail.
This is where I'd be thinking potential three foul.
Fouler, yeah.
If you're not thinking 3 foul here, I don't know what you're thinking.
No.
Question
is,
he's
though.
not thinking. I would be putting this in between the 5 and the 8. There you go.
Yeah.
You don't want to knock the 2 away though. You want it still there for the next safety, don't you?
It would be nice to go like 3 rails and bring it closer. I mean, it depends. I think if you get ball in hand, it's pretty easy to come off the 2 and go behind that 8 ball, which would be nice.
He's getting ball in hand here. What do you think about Semi smashing this cluster apart in order
I would do that. Well, the problem with doing that is that if you do that, then the other guy's got an easy table to run. So I would be coming off the left side of the 2 and going off the rail and putting it right on the 3 ball and sending the 2 ball kind of over to the long rail.
I'm not sure he's playing safe.
Well,
he doesn't look like it.
It can roll right through, but
I would try to 3 foul him. It's pretty easy to get a hook here. And if you run into the 3 with a little bit of speed, you could potentially get it really good.
Do you know something? If this was me, I'd be actually rolling to the short side of the 3 for 2 reasons. If I don't get there good, I'm probably easier at making the snooker. And rather than doing this, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is where the snooker was the short side. I would have thinned it off the 2 and taken it over to that short side and bumped the 3 and tried to get the cue ball right up on top of the 5.
He's managed to kick it in.
Yeah, well, I mean, his strategy is working, so...
Who needs 3 foul when you can run out?
Well, that's an important thing. I mean, there's a point in the match where, you know, you get a guy on 2, and if you don't really have what you consider a great chance of getting a 3 foul, you're better off trying to run out if the table's there.
Yeah, I think even if you have a guaranteed lockup safety, if you also have an easy run out, you have to take the run out because you lock the guy up, then you're still at the mercy of his luck.
Mooncake's asking
it depends on how good the lockup is.
Mooncake's asking you a question here, Pig.
Do I change my materials often? Q-tip, other materials?
Materials, that's an interesting way to put it. Is that...
That might be a Dutch to English translation.
Yeah.
Equipment, I guess, is the word he means. But no, I don't change often. I pretty much stick with. I have a Predator Z3.
Yeah, that was a good shaft.
I have a Z3 that I play with.
That's an old shaft, isn't it? The Z3, one of the old ones?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's one of the newer ones.
Yeah, but I mean, it's made of wood, not carbon fiber. I have a carbon fiber shaft that plays pretty much like the Z3, but I just like the feel of the Z a little better.
What's Matt? I wonder what Matt's looking at there. I mean, this has got to go. I mean, he's going forward with left, trying to get through the gap between the 8 and the 5.
I like this shot. I think that's the right shot.
And he's got to watch the 6. He's got to watch the 6.
Oh gosh!
Oh dear!
Just did not quite get there.
Nope.
I think a little more speed, he was good.
Right? Why? There's Semipro. What's he saying? Why is it that I get players who play me break like God every other match?
Matt's saying the right thing. Can you not talk when I'm at the table?
Here's Semipro going like mental already.
Well, I mean,
if I was Matt, I'd be hoping he keeps talking because when Semipro starts thinking like this, that's when he starts losing.
Yeah, well, you know, Matt's got a simple solution: just mute him and let him talk. You know, not be any the wiser.
As soon as you start feeling sorry for yourself, or the guy's getting rolls, or you start thinking like that, you're on the path to destruction.
Oh, Matt's fired up.
Oh yeah. Now let's see if he can play fired up.
Mooncake, I'm especially analytical in virtual pool. I'm a little bit less so in real life. In virtual pool, I gotta constantly adjust what my instincts are telling me if I want the balls to actually go in.
Well, what do you do? I'm running for cover here. I'm not banking this. I'm banking this to the short rail heading up top.
Let's see what the angle is. He's
Oh, that
banking.
cue ball's
Uh-oh.
gone. Cue ball's gone.
Well,
He's
bank shot was good. Cue ball was not.
Yeah, the shit hits the fan as soon as you arrive, Keith. Good evening. Well, Matt's, of course, going to put this away, no doubt.
I love it when guys go mental like Semipro did.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have said that, what Matt said. I would have said, yeah, you know, I'm getting lucky, I'm breaking good.
Well,
I would have fed it. I would have fed it.
There's a difference between you and me, Steve. I would have said absolutely nothing and just let them stew because you know they're trying to get you involved and you don't get involved.
I'd feed it. You know, like if I'm playing a guy and he goes, man, he goes, that pocket, you know, that pocket plays tight. He goes, that pocket plays way tighter than other pockets. I'm like, yeah, you're right, man. I hate that pocket. You know,
I don't know, guys.
I just feed it.
I think he did feed it. I think the way Semi reacts to criticism, he maybe said the perfect thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, where's Todd when we need him? We need Todd to explain this interaction.
Well, Matt's got his game face on. 6-2 lead. Strong position. And there was that pattern there until the cue ball hit them. And no shot unless there's a bump.
That could be pretty.
I'd give Semipro my mental book reading list, except it's pretty short because most of the stuff I learned was from great players, not from reading books. But there's some real good books on sports psychology and how to approach things, and he needs to read most of the ones out there, I think.
Now, who was the guy from The Colour of Money? I think I know who you're talking about. The guy that roped in the Paul Newman character. Are you talking about that scene?
Forrest Whitaker?
Yep, I think that's who he's talking about, Forrest Whitaker.
He was the only guy in that movie that wasn't a real-life pool player. Well, besides Tom Cruise and Paul Newman. But Forrest Whitaker was the only, you know, player that they ran into that wasn't actually a real-life pool player. Every single other guy in the movie was a real-life player. Well, with McCready being the star of Grady Seasons.
Yeah, McCready's the one who was given a name.
That certainly put the bait out there for Semipro. He's got to either cut this or bank it.
Does he have the cut?
Oh, I would.
Has he not got enough?
I would probably give this back. This is tough.
You can cut that
it's very tight whether you can cut it. I'm not convinced.
I would give this back. You can bank this. I wouldn't be cutting it. If you're gonna shoot it, you got to bank it.
Welcome to Rob.
Yeah, that's not very good. He's gonna get lucky though.
Wow,
that's a crazy shot to shoot.
I was about to say he went the way where there was possible safety, but he didn't put the one in a safe spot. But then the cue ball got right behind the two.
Well, Matt's going to have to spin this up big time if he's going to hit that one.
So some of the trivia on basically there was another guy in the movie, Grady Matthews, that they took the name for Keith from him. They called him Grady. I guess they liked that name, but Grady Matthews was also in the movie.
Oh, you ain't getting there with that. That's far too much. Far too tight. You've got to get him down.
Yeah,
or go 2 rails at least. Yeah.
Hugh, I got all the old Color of Money trivia.
Oh, he's just gone to one. This time he's got a hit, but he's not going to get lucky though, is he? No.
A nice kick to hit that ball, but at that speed, there wasn't a lot of chance of getting safe in any way.
Now, would it have been crazy to do a stub there and pot that ball and run into the 5 and 6 and still have a shot to 2?
I don't like this angle at all. I mean, is it doable? Yeah, but this is you know, a lot can go wrong here, including missing the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just not the angle you wanted them to. You got to recognize that how difficult it's going to be to get to the 4 and play better position than that.
Guess what's coming here? I mean, I mean, he's spotting the 2, but unless he tries something crazy again to go at the 4, then he's going to bury Semipro. Got to.
Well, he might come down here, you know, in the vicinity of the 9 ball to try to
Get it inside
get a
or up
breakout
table.
angle. Get a breakout angle on the 4.
You got to miss the 8. This looks, well,
This
I
is
mean,
a very good shot.
That's perfect
Yeah.
as far as potting the 4 is concerned. And he can stun this in and bump the 5 if he wants. Or
He can bump the 5, or he can
think
draw
he could even
back.
draw it into the 6.
You think he can
can,
catch the 6?
but that's risky, because if you can bump the 5, you can get fun. Yeah, I don't think he'll try that.
I think
That
he's
would be
going up
risky.
for the combo. I think he's going up for the combo. Yeah.
Yeah, he liked the combo enough.
No, he's
Well-
going for the guaranteed thing. Like me in real life, I'm bumping the 5 because I don't like combos.
I would, yeah, me
He's
too.
got to-
I'm pretty bad at these combos.
Got to just cut that out slightly. And that's perfect. Again, how's the rollout? That'll do it.
Part of the
That's
pocket
nice.
and he gets straight in. Very, very good.
Yeah, somebody's got to get out of the woe is me mentality. Why do people always play good against me? Why do I get bad rolls? I mean, that's like woe is me.
What happened there, folks? That wasn't the shot.
It wasn't very good.
I'm blaming Cobra for that one because he just said Matt's got him, and then Matt does this.
Yeah, commentator curse, or I guess a spectator curse.
curse this time.
Plays
Well-
so much snooker though. How tough is this shot for him?
Well,
Art
done.
of the pocket.
Obviously, not too tough.
Well, when they go in, they're all going in the centre of the pocket here for Matt.
Yeah.
7-2 lead. Well, it's his to lose right now with this lead.
I think
Absolutely is.
if you're semi, you got to understand some of the interactions between
ball.
players. Yeah, Matt's playing way better than he did against the last 2 matches, but it's also Semi's fault for giving him chances, playing the wrong shots. You know, Semi controls the table more and puts pressure on Matt, then maybe this match is completely different.
Yeah, he just overdone it.
Boy.
Yeah, he overdone it.
Well, that's what he's been doing the last couple matches and stuff like that.
There's a prophet of doom there. Bill.
Yeah, good shot there.
Bill says Matt's stroking good, and of course Matt then misses.
You guys keep helping Matt out like that, and he's not going to make it. Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, did he switch to a trackball for
Well,
this
he certainly
match?
didn't hit it. Hang on a minute.
Instead of trying to find a safety, he just kind of lashed at it.
This might be one of these ugly. Oh, it is. This is ugly, right on the point.
He's on tilt.
Can he get out of there? He might get out of there. He might get out of there.
Beat the scratch?
I don't. If you hit it easy enough, you can. But I don't like shooting at this. If you hit it really easy, you might beat it. But I wouldn't shoot at it.
Is he thinking of kicking it?
He's thinking of kicking at it. The bank's not on. You can play safe here.
Yeah, bank
you
it
can
back
go
and forth and send the cue ball up and down the table.
I'd probably go 3 rails.
Yeah, he's used the point.
Ooh,
It's got there. It's got there.
well, all right.
Absolutely dead weight.
Well, that's how he had to hit it to beat the scratch.
Well, this is the one that will make or break it, of course.
Nice natural 4 rails.
Yeah, this shot's actually a little bit tricky.
Centre of the pocket again. Watch this cue ball needs to bump.
8. Bob's your uncle.
You got the bait and the 8, the bait. The only person taking a bait semi-pro.
Well, I think that's a bit below the belt, Cobra. Semi-played like stub. I mean, how to put a man down?
I mean, he got frustrated and lashed at the ball, so I don't think it's totally out of line to say it.
But it's got to be frustrating when you run a 147 on tight pockets and you come out here and you play like this. And I just think he needs to take a different approach, understand what he needs to do to play better in these matches, because he's certainly capable.
Well, right now, my call's looking reasonably in with a chance.
Well, and that's a pretty good break. Let's see what he can do with this one ball.
He can cut it in the side if he wants.
He can cut it. I think that's probably what he's going to do.
Now, well, you cut it, you go 3 rails and hook yourself behind the 6. Is that the plan?
No.
Well, if you play
can
it
get on
dead
the
weight.
2. You can get on the 2 and shoot the 2 in the corner here. He's
too
playing.
hard though. He's doing
playing
the behind the 6 shot.
Yeah,
no,
but
he's good.
But he's not hooked himself behind the 6, so he's perfect.
He actually could have played for the other corner too if he played it dead weight. But you know,
That's what I was thinking.
It's all good. I mean, from here you expect him to be out.
Yes, Moon. It was Jackie Gleason in the Hustler. Nobody expected him to miss that ball.
Well, there's a fail.
But this is what he's been doing in his last 2 matches and stuff like this. And you wanna know how you get a guy struggling back in the match. That's it.
Yeah, just give him all the help you can there.
Start dogging easy balls. It's one way to get your opponent confident.
Well, it's easy to say that's exactly what you can't do, but what's hard is not doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean it's definitely hard not to miss balls. But that's been Matt's weakness is missing balls that you don't expect him to.
Well, this is exactly where Semipro can get into the swing of things here. Well, he needs it.
Yeah, The Hustler was a great movie, and that's The Hustler and Color Money are the best 2 full movies ever made.
The low bar, really. They're the only 2 decent ones.
Well, yeah, nothing's even close to them, really. I mean, there's been a few others, but they haven't been very good.
Of course, that's the whenever Fast Eddie turns up at the pool hall looking for Minnesota Pats, and he goes to the desk, and I think he's asking. I don't know whether he says where's the bar, but that's where the guy at the desk says, "No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool." That's it.
This is Ames, mister.
Yeah. So he's upset because of this, but this is where okay, you're still in control of the table. Put a good safety on him, or do that and lose.
You see, that was a stub shot. That's go all out for it and give it away. That shot there. This 6 ball's a problem though.
6 ball is a problem.
Now, do you get really cute and maybe try and get down near the 6 or out from there and play the brush onto the 8 and just hope the 6 is in play?
It's a pretty easy carom if you get the right angle on it. You just have to, you want to get pretty thin on the 6.
Yeah, well, I would think you get pretty good odds of having something half decent to play the billiard on it.
That's not where you wanted to get. Oh, he's shooting the 5 ball. Never mind. I was like, that's not the right spot.
He's on the wrong side of the 5 a little bit. Oh, no, he wasn't.
This is where I would like to be. Where is it?
Yeah, the only bad thing about this is just distance, but it's still the shot you want.
It's all about this pace as well. This 6 ball, he doesn't want it to come right out into the table. Well,
I mean, it was hard to avoid that kiss.
Yeah, he got the double kiss. Now what does he do?
Well, he's got some choices. He can cut it down the rail. He can bank it. He can play safe. He's got 3 different choices, and I'm not going to say which one I think's the right one. I mean, it kind of depends on.
Where's he banking it? The far
It banks
corner?
in the side pocket, doesn't it?
No.
I think it banks in the side, and he decides to shoot it, and that's.
Well, Semi-Pro's going to go for the jump again. He said
maybe
one attempt and successful jump. So I think he'll have a go at this, and that's very well done.
Yeah, very nice shot, and he comes out pretty good too. I mean, you've got a guy in Semi-Pro that's capable of running rack after rack, and that's just he's gone completely goofy at this point.
I said a minute ago he was now playing with rhythm because he sped up out of frustration, but now he's really rushing.
It's just you got to maintain your composure. That's some people can get upset or
watch the cue ball.
Do things like that, but for most players, they need to maintain their composure. You watch the pros play in real life, you don't see them get all upset. No, when you do see that, they usually lose. Even when they play bad, you know, you can kind of see it sometimes in their demeanor, but
Two on the side.
it's not what you want to do.
Shot in the 1, 3's handy. Well, problem's the 5 ball, isn't it? Let's have a look. 5 ball goes the other side.
It does go. If you get good on the 4, then you should be able to get there. Ideally, you'd want a little angle on the 4 into the side pocket and just roll it down there, and I think he can get there. Let's see if he just stops us.
Yeah,
That's a little too much angle. He needs to pull it back just a little bit, or shoot in the corner. Oh, he's going the other side. Well, this is actually better the other side because you can control this. I think he's going to have to stun it though. I don't think he can roll this and get on it. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah,
now he may go. He may go to the rail here.
I would.
He just does a straight stun, and that's a pretty good shot. Matt's got very good touch.
Yeah, can't argue with this. It's still awkward, but
He's trying to drag the pace off this.
definitely have to be happy with it.
Oh,
well.
Well, I thought if he hit that good, he could run into the 8. He hit that thin, which wasn't going to do it.
What are you doing, Semi?
He's playing the loop-de-loo shot.
Really on tilt.
Yeah, I thought he would have just left the combo there. I don't think the combo was all that difficult.
Well, sometimes, you know, when you just say screw it, if you can just get away from feeling bad about things and just start, you know, going for it and not thinking so much, you might be okay.
Well, yeah, I think he's well past that stage. I think that's where he's well at now. Watch this cue ball. Watch this cue ball. Watch this cue ball. That's not where you want to be.
Well, when you got the whole table, though, you can roll and stop just about. That's kind of inexcusable.
So he's got out of that. Just still trailed by 5.
Sometimes if the balls go in for long enough, I'll work the frustration out of my system and settle back into playing well. Maybe that'll happen for Semi here.
Well, you can't just hit it. When I say don't care, it's kind of a don't care attitude, but you still got to think about where the cue ball's going. And this looks really good. I mean, this is a very good table, and he's overhit it.
He did.
But he's okay.
He got away with it.
Very well done there. That was a nice shot there. He made that look simple, and it wasn't as easy as he made it look.
Got to get around the 8 here.
But you see this rhythm he's playing it now? This is the rhythm he plays snooker at, like this.
So the other thing is you're not overthinking things. You get on with it. Now he's got himself a wee bit awkward here, so he's having to jack up. But
so real life players that play in this kind of rhythm would be like Jason Shaw, Rodney Morris, and if you watch those guys play, if you want to describe their games, the way you would describe them is great shot makers, a little loose with the cue ball. That's how both those guys play, but they make up for whatever looseness they got by being just unbelievable shot makers, and semi-pros kind of got that kind of style.
Comeback is on.
Well, he could run a 6-pack easy. I mean, he's capable. So this is where, you know, now he's got to play a good safety.
Yeah, can you sneak out behind that 7? Going. Yeah, you can sneak out behind the 7.
He should be able to get a pretty good safety here.
Well,
and I like that. Good. And I like that play because
the gap's there though. See the gap's there though.
What?
Well, I mean, he can hit the 1, but it's not a simple hit.
That's not exactly the line. The line's probably more like that.
Yeah, I mean, he can hit this, but you know, could he have played a better safe? Yeah, but could he play a better safe that had the same ease and guarantee?
Well,
no,
that was better than my line.
Well, I mean,
that was very good.
he's going to save him again here, and that's what he should be doing. I hope he's not shooting this.
We can get between the rail and the 6 to get behind the 6 and 3.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than it looks too, because even if you don't hit it perfect, well, that was way off.
Can't go into the front.
He's left the pot on.
Work.
That's poor. He's left the cut.
Yeah, I mean, I think that wasn't a bad shot to shoot at.
Hang on a minute. I'm surprised he never took the cut.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that too.
Yeah, Matt didn't like it, and he sells out a wide open look.
Here's a chance to play safe on the 6 and play the 1-3-9.
2 and 1.
Yeah.
I don't think you can move the 9 while also getting him on the 6. I think you have to choose which of those things you're doing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just too steep into the angle with the 3.
Yeah,
he's going to maybe try to play it that way, and that's a good shot. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are the kind of safeties that everybody ought to be thinking about first thing. It may not be a lock-up safe, but it's super simple.
What about kicking this from the back and getting in off the 3 with the 1, maybe? No.
Well, that was a good shot. I didn't think you could see that.
I never got a chance to draw my line there.
If he controlled the 6 to be right there, that's a hell of a shot.
Well, this is a pretty easy 2-rail kick. He looks like he's kicking behind it, which I don't like. It may be a better way to kick it as far as coming out good, but it's a lot harder hit. I would go 2 rails, like long rail, and into the 1.
Yeah. Z style, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a much easier to hit the 1, and you're going to hit it with a lot of speed. You got a chance to get lucky.
Something like that.
Yep, just like that.
Got it, and he's got lucky.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, and that was the right speed to hit it that way. Yeah, that's a pretty good result. Yeah, I'd take that result every time.
You can try to cut this in.
I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, it's not an easy safety, that's for sure, and that's a do-nothing safety. That's not good.
It's asking for a bit of trouble, I think.
Well, you know, the safe isn't as obvious easy here as it looks, but
I think he can roll his cue ball in between the 5 and 7.
It's close. It's close. It's going to want to bump the 7 at low speed. That's a problem.
That is a problem. You're right.
But there's other things he can do being close. So he tried to manipulate it to get it there. And did he get him? No. So he's left the combination, which in real life you wouldn't be that worried about this, but on VP you got to worry about this.
I'm surprised you're not cutting the 1. I'm surprised. I might
cut the 1 on the side.
Yeah, I don't. I don't like going for the combo at this distance. Fair play to him if he gets it, but I think there's. Yeah, I mean that's asking for trouble doing that.
That was a little corn out there, maybe.
Well, the banks are open.
Yeah, semi bank's pretty good.
Well, surprisingly, the commentator's curse jinx didn't work there. He actually banked it pretty good.
This has been a pretty good game for Semi in the sense that he's played a lot of good safeties. They haven't all been perfect, but he seems to be sort of off tilt right now, and maybe he's going to start playing.
Yeah, he settled down because of this safety battle. Might do him a lot of good.
He's just got to stay away from grinding. You know, this is coming from a person that my weakness is when I start grinding. I have to play in rhythm, and when I slow down and grind, I play bad. I know what it's like because, you know, you get under the gun and, you know, you want to play good, and then you start taking too much time, and next thing you know, you're playing bad. And I think he falls in that camp. Is that taking a lot of time is not going to be good for him.
Hang on a minute, guys. He's going to be hooked with the tip.
Never a doubt.
Oh. That was way overhit.
VP4 will do that to you with the draw stroke sometimes.
Yeah, it's easy to overhit it, but, you know, it's also comes from thinking about it too much, because you start thinking about it and you're thinking, don't hook yourself onto 8. Next thing you know, you've done that.
Well, things are warming up slightly. Not
He-
simmering yet, but warming up.
He needs to get some break and runs, you know, because Matt's too good a player to give him many chances at the table before he's going to win games.
3 balls gone.
And
Combo in the 1-3.
great table.
Tables, he's out here.
This 3 is sitting a lot better for this kind of combo than the 9 was in the previous rack. Gonna go in from kind of anywhere.
I think for a guy like Semi, you got to understand when to take time. I'm not saying you should play fast all the time. There's some shots that'll come up you should take a little more time, but it's the very minority of them.
I think the 6 is just far enough off the rail to not have that nasty rail interference issue.
Well, this is not what you want to do. This is a terrible shot.
That's too straight. Well,
Yeah,
just a big VP4 stun, you know, and
Yeah,
cue
but
ball will come out slightly. Yeah.
it's just bad cue ball movement. You know, you leave yourself. I mean, he could have gotten dead straight in and then really been in trouble.
Well, was Matt 9-2 up?
Well, I don't know what it was, but it's been a bunch.
I think he
I think
wasn't.
it was 9-3.
Was it 9-3? Well, there's little bubbles of a simmer happening now.
Oh, let's see, does he have a shot? He's
Well,
gonna have
he's got
to
a jump.
Shot.
Yeah, he's got the jump.
Yeah.
Who fancies it?
So far, he's hit a couple pretty good jump shots. I mean, we'll see. This one, the 4 is a little closer, but I mean, it's.
Well, the thing is, if he gets a jump, the angle he's catching the edge of the 1 means the cue ball should be heading somewhere near the 2.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
he catches the 1.
There's going to be an element of luck here as far as getting on the 2, but the cue ball naturally wants to go in a pretty good direction.
Well, if he gets the 1 nice and thin, then he'll go.
Oh dear, he jacked it up way too high, I think, there.
You could make the 1, but on the thicker side, and end up running into the 7 on that shot.
Well, now there's a bit of pressure on Matt. He's ball in hand, and the table's there for the taking.
Well, getting on the 4 is a tricky part.
It is. It's going
the
to be
2
dodgy.
to the 4 is going to be that's going to determine.
The 4 will play past the 6.
Yeah, it's got
Does
half
it
a
go
pocket,
past?
has it?
Oh yeah, it does go past. I didn't realize that. I thought
Yeah,
it was
and
blocked.
I mean that's again, it's a big jaw, so he's got pretty much all of the pocket to play with.
Uh oh. Well, that barely made it in. I mean, talk about pocket speed.
Okay, he made that in the center of the pocket.
Yeah, like it was nothing. And this is a problem with being down by so much, is that it doesn't take much to end up losing a match when you're down by that many games. Semi-Pro's got himself back in it, but
well, this has still got to be a good shot. I mean, the 8 ball's in the way, isn't it? You really want to get the 8 ball out of the way to get up there, unless he
can just stop it there and go forward. He's going forward.
Play.
Watch out.
How's the bump in the 9? He's going behind it.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah, I like the way he hit that too. That was hit nice. That's one of the things I really like about how Matt plays is he doesn't force it. Like he used a lot of spin. He spun that one up and it flowed. That's what you see in players in good life. They don't force the ball that much. They let it flow.
Yeah, if you overhit that, a lot of things start to go wrong. The pocket plays smaller, the deflection plays bigger, more scratches come into play.
Yeah, that's a lot easier on VP because in real life to hit the ball like that, you've got to have a really good stroke.
Dry.
You got to have a quality stroke.
Dry, I think. Yeah.
I've been playing 3 cushion in real life. I feel good about that shot right now, and with my real stroke.
Well, he's got to be shooting this. It's a big pocket. I just can't believe he won't shoot this.
Oh, that's going to get off the 7 big time. Yeah. Played it perfectly as far as that's concerned.
It actually makes the 7 play a little easier when he gets to it in the run.
Yeah, so the 6 of the 7, you really want to hit like, well, 3 or 4 rails. You want to be kind of where along that long rail where the cue ball just bounced off of and go forward and around. That would be the preferred spot of playing to the 7.
Now, what's he got here? Well, he's got the angle. There's a tiny gap to get into here for this 5 ball. This isn't a gimme.
Yeah, but you can run into the 9. It's bigger than you think, but you can't be on that side of it. Oh boy, that was close.
He's good.
If he hit the 9, he could have put it where the 7 was no longer really easy to get on at all.
So now see, this is wrong. He should have put it right along the long rail and gone forward and around because it was really easy to get there. Now he's got to do something.
Well, I think this is fine going two rails up above the 9. Yeah,
he can still go forward, but it's just it's the harder way to go.
How's the pace? The pace is perfect, and he's going to is he going to sneak out past 8? I don't think so.
He's going to bump this 8, so he's got to decide, where he's going to play for it.
Probably up the other corner pocket, up the other end of the table. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute.
That's just.
It's too hard.
Well,
I just don't get hitting it like that. If you were going to play it up there, I would have gone forward left English, let it bump, let the cue ball come off the long rail, and it's just sitting right there in front of you, a foot or 2 in front of you.
Yeah, that 8 ball traveled 10 feet, and the first 8 of them, it was in good shape.
Yeah,
so why hit it 10 feet?
I don't get stunning into it. Just let the cue ball go forward and control it.
Well,
but that's one of Semi's weaknesses is he makes choices that aren't that great, and I think a lot of times you don't realize it because it came out okay. I won the game, so you think that was a good shot, but it really wasn't. And if it rolls up funny, then he's waggling his cue like he got a bad roll and really hit it the wrong way.
3 ball, no shot, and one other than the thin edge and duck for cover.
Yeah, he's going to have to play safe here, I think.
I like the nice thin edge with a good bit of English on this and spin up to that. When we sit it thin the other way. Well, that was a great shot because he actually, I think, curved it around the 8 slightly. Hang on, I think there's a gap there to go to there.
Well, there probably is, but it was still a great shot.
Yeah, there's a gap, there's an edge.
And there's a lot of cover.
Oh, and he's got it pretty good weight. But that's I don't think he's left enough for a stopper though behind the 2. I don't think he's left anything like that.
No, but the problem here, there's a lot of balls that you can hide behind. I'd be playing to put this behind the 9 ball myself.
Has it got the legs? So it has got the legs. It has got the legs. That's excellent. Excellent.
Well, very good shot.
So now the pressure ramped up a little bit here. Come on, you got a little spin now. This is a good kick if you can get there, right in the back of the 1, or half of it at least.
Oh boy, he hit that pretty good, but he's not going to come out that good.
Well,
yeah, he got a rail.
The question is what do you do here? Do you play the combo into the side? 5-1-5 combo into the side. Got to go for
I probably would, yeah. I mean, it's, this is where you got to move the cue ball good.
7's going to go as well.
7.
Oh,
yeah, he didn't want to do that, but he's okay. So from here, it's just run out. We'll see what he decides to do with the cue ball here.
Oh, there's progressive pulling, or I didn't even know. That's him leaving the room. I didn't know he was in the room.
Oh, progressive pull. Yeah, well, that's some known player. Cobra knows who that is.
Uh-oh, I think he's still okay as far as the 7 ball goes.
He's fine.
Well,
I wouldn't want to roll this 4 ball.
My score prediction is looking even more likely at the moment.
It's a little bit wrong-sided on the 6.
Yeah, he couldn't really roll the 4.
Yeah.
But this is fine because you can hit the edge.
Yeah, just a cut.
So what you really want to do is run into the 9 here. Now he's not doing that. I would hit this and run into the 9 myself.
I I wouldn't.
But
I would
he's
do it
fine.
the way he did it.
So, 1 in it. Big break coming up now, folks.
Sounds like a name Fox would use.
Yeah, well, it could,
Yeah.
it could well
Could
be.
be.
It could well be, Larry.
Did Fox like to play cowboy?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, well, it could be Fox then.
Right, so Semipro back to within 1.
Who'd Fox get ticked off at before when he left?
I can't remember. Oh, who was it? Paul. You know,
Oh, it was Paul.
Yeah, that
Well,
tournament match
We gotta make sure Paul enters the cowboy then.
where they get
He
timed
also
out.
started accusing a whole bunch of people of all being the same person before he took off.
You see,
Yeah,
that's what paranoia does for you. Or it's smoking too much weed. It's the same effect. Well, the ball in the break and no shot. Now he's playing a push out.
He pushes out too.
What are you looking at here?
He's pushing to an edge one way or the other. And he's going to get this back almost for sure. Now, if you do get it back, you should be kicking off the long rail. The thin edge is no good. I'm pretty sure
It work if he goes one rail into the back of the 3.
Well, Matt's not thinking giving it back yet.
It's a risky shot. If I was kicking this, I'd kick off the long rail. Can you do the shot you're talking about here, Pig? Yeah. I don't like it.
Well, he did get it back.
And it looks like he is going to play the shot you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just such a tough shot.
That's the risk you were talking about.
Well,
yeah.
All out for the combo.
I would have kicked it the other way and tried to stick the cue ball on the 6.
And this is how do you play this as a 2-in-1 shot? You try and hold behind the 6.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2-in-1 shot. I mean, that was a free whack at the 9 ball.
Now, Semi-Pro's not got enough room to jump this 6 ball this time. Not really, not with a play cue.
The thing is, the Semi could have pushed to the other side of the 6 and gave him the thin edge on the other side of the ball, which I thought was a better push. And is he going to get lucky?
Nope.
No, he's not.
Well, this is a big rack now for Matt with this table. You'd expect him to be getting out, wouldn't you?
But that sequence was all, because I think Semi-Pro picked the wrong kind of push out. He got it back, and that was a really tough shot. Really tough shot.
That worked, but I don't think that was the right way to go with the cue ball there.
He's going to have to get this out of there, isn't he? Because this is too straight. He's going forward with a wee bit of spin, so now he's hampered. See now, see how minute mistakes, just not getting as good a line, you start getting funny shape in the next ball. And then your life gets harder, and then the next thing you do is miss. That's how easy it is to go wrong.
But part of being a good player is that you're good at recovering too, because you're going to get out of line some. Good players are good at recovery.
Yeah, he's still a bit straight in this as well, so he's got to make a choice whether he's just going to go. In fact, if he just goes through past the 8 slightly, he's got a nice cut and a nice angle. Just like that.
Larry says can't smoke too much weed. Well,
that's where Larry's going wrong then. I mean,
I'm pretty sure Larry doesn't smoke weed. If I had to guess, I'd say he doesn't smoke weed.
What does he do then? Do you just put it into cakes and food and stuff like that? Well, big rack. 11-9 to MC Clarkey.
Yeah, so this is a huge break here.
Bad guess, Steve.
Bad guess.
Bad guess.
I don't think. A trackball mouse is bad enough, but if you're a trackball mouse and you're up to high dough, then I think that really cuts down your odds.
Well, Larry's is a 60s child. No. Larry's a 60s child, so maybe he does.
Oh, hang on, wrong button.
Well, this is looking pretty good for
Wrong
Matt
button
here.
again. Goodness me, I'll get this camera right yet.
I don't want
Do
to
you think he's
commentate
playing
a
for the
curse.
combo?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't the 3 go by?
Oh dear.
No, it doesn't pass
Well,
the 9.
well,
And
he
missed.
Well,
he
that,
played for the other side of it and missed it.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's
Well, that's given a lifeline to Semipro, regardless of whether it looks like it might not be particularly inviting, but this is how you get back into it.
This isn't too horrible for a player like Semi.
yeah, I think he'll play it straight up and down the table and play the 3 in the side is my guess. We'll see what he decides to do.
Well, he might end up running into the 6, you never know. Well, not at that pace he won't. Oh, hang on a minute, he might
He's
hook
getting
himself. He
behind
might
it.
hook himself behind the 6 just like that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
See,
Well,
I don't get that. I would have played.
You
If
had
I
to
was
play
going to hit
it
it
at
with
pace.
inside, I would have played it down where I was going to
Yeah.
shoot the 3 at the side pocket. If he was playing the 3 in the corner, that's a tough shot.
But even then, you've still got to hit that with a pace, knowing that that's a possibility. You're going to get up near that 6 ball.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that shot because if you play it on the side, you got a ton of room. You got from when you get a little past the 3 ball to the end rail and even back up.
8 balls fine.
I mean, you don't want to hit speed sensitive shots and pool if you can avoid it, because that's the hardest thing to control is the speed of the cue ball.
Well,
I think they're all a little speed sensitive.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, he had a choice. He could have made that shot not that speed sensitive by rolling all the way down.
Yeah.
And had, 4 feet, he could have rolled it.
what the hell's Larry talking about now? He's definitely smoking weed.
Ooh.
Well, Matt looks like he's going to be on the hill. We're an hour and 7 minutes into this.
Smoking weed's supposed to make you mellow, not aggressive.
And yet Earl smokes a lot of weed. Look
Watch
at that
this
guy.
8 ball. Watch the scratch.
Oh,
what a
no.
disaster that was. Wow.
Well, I would
I
say
mean-
Earl's aggressive. He's just sort of
He's psychotic.
neurotic.
Well,
No, I
he is-
wouldn't call him
he's
psychotic either. He's
Occasionally he's
neurotic.
aggressive too.
Well, that could be a big swing there. Is that going to be the nightmare shot for Matt to think about after the match? We will soon see.
Yeah,
Because he
honestly,
should never have been near that 8 ball. Never in the month of Sunday should he ever have been near that.
I think Earl's a pussycat. I mean, he gets upset sometimes, but I
6
think
ball.
he's pretty much a pussycat.
6 ball and
And he's
shot in the 1.
no,
4.
he does not have a shot on the 1.
Oh, he does in my camera. Oh, he can get a bust through there on that 1 ball. Goodness me.
Well, I'm blind.
4
I was
ball.
right behind it too, and I couldn't see it. Yeah.
4 balls a problem.
Man, how big was that scratch though?
You know,
Like,
that's a
Matt
huge-
could have been
that-
breaking for
that-
the match.
yeah,
and
that
now
is
Semi
huge.
is.
Well,
Now Semi's on a run out to tie it up.
you can play the combo here. Is it a hanger? No, but you can play the combo on the 4-8 if you want.
Yeah, this is a. Oh.
Oh,
Well, I think he might be hooked. Is he? Yeah.
surprised.
Well, I mean, he can easily kick at it, no problem.
Yeah.
Matt
But-
should just be happy he didn't run out
Well,
there though.
the thing
Whether
is,
or not he took.
Well, what you don't want to do here is kick this hard so the 2 ball goes up and breaks out the 4 and 8. You don't want to do that.
I gotta wonder if these guys are warming up on the beach house table, because if they're playing on the hard times table, I think the balls are different, and that makes a difference.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it did everything but go in.
The heck of a
Right,
full match
now-
day there.
Now, here's where you can get crazy. Can he try and get down here and get a bump of some description? No, he's
He
not
could.
trying
I
it.
think
Well-
he should have.
But I'm not. If you like the combo, then there's no reason to bump it. If you don't like the combo, then you're either going to play safe here, or he's either going to shoot a combo or try a safety. This is not one you want to get crazy with.
Well, you're going to have to. I mean, there's enough room to make the cut, but you've got to get good to be able to play that cut. But
Well,
ideally, here would be good.
Center of the table is fine.
I'm gonna go on record
Well,
saying I
that
don't
might
like
work
this
as
combo.
well.
Yeah, I would like to see him a little further up the table. He's got to cut this back a little, which is not what you want because you can't control the speed as good.
Yeah, well played, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what he
Well.
didn't want. He didn't want
No.
that.
So, are we going to get any cue shaking?
Suddenly it's all backfired on him.
He
That's
took the cue
unlucky.
so hard he disconnected his mouse, I think.
That's unlucky. Well, you never know. Just give it a good bang, bit of left spin, get the hit, and hope for the best. You never know.
I'd be trying to get this behind a 7 or 9. If you hit this 5 really square, you're hitting this with a lot of English. You can get the cue ball to sit there.
You got to really dig in to get it square.
Yeah, you may be able to kick it into the corner pocket too.
Loads of spin.
Well, he hit that harder than I would have.
Well, put it this way: the cue ball.
This is pretty good.
Now look at the 9. Look at this for a finish.
Wow.
Oh, hang on a minute though. Oh, hang on. I don't know that he can get through there to make the cut angle on the edge in that 5.
Oh, I think he can. I think he can make this.
I think he can hit it, but I don't think he can make it.
For sure he can hit it. Yeah, for sure he can hit it.
Well,
I don't know if he can make it or not. I can never tell.
He's just going to send it to the long rail, take the risk of the bank.
Oh, no, this is no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is no good. I mean, you got a lot of options. You can play a safety behind the 7. You can bank this. You can put the 5 on the end rail and use the 7 and 9 and take the cue ball down table. You got tons of choices here.
Well, this has got to get legs. I think it might be good.
Conservative safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that's a good safety to play if you know your opponent doesn't bank well because, you got a chance even if you leave it, you still may survive.
Yeah, I think I would have had to play the bank with the 2-way speed, to try to leave it in the center of the short rail if I missed it.
Well, he's going to have to kick at this, and this is not an easy kick with how far off the
what
rail
do you do,
the 5
Steve?
ball is.
You go short rail up top, side rail, and then behind the 5? Or what? Or do you do this?
It depends on whether you're trying to make it. If you're trying to make it, you do that. If you're trying to play safe, the 2-railer was
hang
better.
Hang on. What's he done here? He's left it on.
He left it.
Sold it out.
Well, we never thought this was going to happen, but I'll tell you, Matt's going to have a nightmare if this turns sour.
Well,
that 8-ball scratch.
Let's face it, Semi's got some good rolls coming down the stretch. Although I wouldn't consider the scratch that Matt got off the 8-ball a roll. I mean,
that was just that was just a poor shot.
But he's gotten a couple rolls here that have really helped him.
Oh, right. Well, lay your bets now, guys. 11 apiece.
Race to 2 for your tournament life.
Right.
Oh, 7-ball.
Oh, 7-ball hanging, and the 3-ball's a blocker. Look at that. Look at that. The 3-ball just comes into play.
The combo doesn't go either.
No.
Maybe carom it?
Well, you can play the combo by shooting the 1 off the rail, but that's
so
I'd be just pushing out.
That's a shot that's a 98%er for Tony Chohan and about a 5%er for the rest of the world.
Well, that was a big ask to try and play the billiard onto the 3 there. Now the 1-7 set up.
That was a poor choice there.
That wasn't good.
I mean, he didn't want both those to go, but he's fine anyway.
Yeah, he probably realized he had the 2-ball. And this is just make the ball its natural position.
He's going to be breaking for the match if this 2 goes in.
Got to get from the 5 back to the 6. That's all there is to do this run out.
Yeah, that's the only chance of really getting funny.
This just it magnifies how careless that shot was that he had when he was getting onto the was it the 8-ball he was playing for? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do everything to get the cue ball in the middle of the table. If the lines take you towards that 8-ball near the side pocket, you don't play it and let it run to it. You take evasive action, but this is terrible.
Came up short.
Oh dear.
Commentator's eye got it.
Wow.
That's just terrible. I mean, for starters, you're better off playing where you don't have to play to the 9-ball side of the 6, because obviously you got to worry about the hook, which he was worried about.
Oh, he's waiting for the cut.
Wait,
he'll settle that for the safe. That's a good safety.
What was I saying about lucky rolls? What kind of a roll was that?
He left a bank available here.
Yeah, cut back bank, and that is
He
dead
played
weight.
it.
Is it getting there? Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely
Yeah,
perfect. What a
he-
turnaround here for Matt. This is
He's
crazy.
got problems though. This
Well, that's
is
8 balls. This is a scratch
this is
again.
tricky. Well, I think you can draw this into the far tip, but
Oh.
it's a risky play.
I don't know about draw.
You'd have to hit it with a little bit of right English to get the cue ball to catch really fast.
I don't
A lot of people would say I'm gonna hit this with left English and throw it to try to hit it faster, but the shot, if you're gonna play it, is low right English because the cue ball will grab right away.
Well,
and I would never have the balls to shoot this.
I wouldn't either. Looking at this, because I'm scratching every day in this shot.
He's decided to try to follow into the point.
No, this won't work. There's no way. No way.
Oh, he got it.
Wow.
He got it.
Wow, I didn't think he could
That's
get
the
to the
second
point.
time he knew that he could follow it past the point, and we weren't
that
sure.
was a hell of a shot. I didn't think he could do that.
Well, we didn't think we'd be saying Matt breaking for the match here in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that was some shot.
Bill points out that his prediction is one rack away from coming true.
4 ball, 3 ball. Is it coming into play?
That's why pattern play is so important. Semi should have been thinking, I'm playing to the 6 to the side, the 9 ball isn't, and he wasn't thinking that way.
Well, this 3 ball could still come into play, but I think the 5 ball preventing him getting away from there. That's the problem. He'd want to come away from there.
He's going to hit the 5. He's just got to decide how he wants to go.
I think if he uses maximum draw, he'll miss the 5. And then the 7's
yeah, he's
play.
pushing it up. You're right enough. Hairpig called it right. Now, up to the right side for the 3 into the same pocket would be the normal sort of way the cue balls want to sort of go, isn't it?
Yeah, he may put a teeny bit of check on it.
Yeah. Well, this has gone pear-shaped. It's a big pocket in the side, though, is it? Oh, no, it isn't. You can't get there. Well, you
can.
I mean, you'll knock the 8 in, maybe. That's all you're getting. He's the billiard. He's playing the billiard of the cut.
I don't like the billiard. The cut's okay. He's going to make the 8.
Yeah, 8's gone.
He made them both. No, he didn't.
3 stayed up, which is not a bad thing when you think about it. Although it's going to be tough to judge.
It would have been perfect on the 5 actually if it had dropped.
Yeah. Well, Matt's probably out here. Where Semipro lost this match was early on. Just
keep going,
playing like a. Well, Semi will tell you what he played like.
This is still not. This is not cut and dried. This getting onto this 6.
Go to the center of the table and take the cut. I think.
Well, I think that's the safe route. You know, if you start meddling up the top of the table, doing that, and you start doing it, it's going to be okay though. But I tell you, I mean, I bet his heart was in his mouth there for a second. That could have been really ugly very quickly.
Good thing this table rolls pretty good.
It does do that.
And that's well played. Well, what a finish to this match.
Yeah, Hugh always complained, the table's too slow, the table's too slow.
Yeah, it's too slow.
That's because he was watching all this matchroom pool where they're playing with air conditioning and a brand new felt. Now you start watching like the UK Open or something, you'll see the table's not as fast as this.
It's still too slow.
I think
this
table's cloth plays fast, but its rails play slow.
Well, I got it wrong by 1 rack. I mean, I'm still taking credit for that. I predicted 13-10. Matt's falling over the line. Let's be honest.
That was Bill's prediction.
Yeah,
Bill
said 13-11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Matt's gone through, but his dream still lives of winning this. So it does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got a chance, and he's dangerous to anybody. If he plays to the standard he played early on, yes.
Well, Matt played better that match than he has the last 2. It wasn't wonderful, but it was much better than his last 2 matches.
Right, let's see. MC shift underscore, is that right? Aye, and then C LARKY. Take that. Why is that going again? This is what I hate about this bloody thing. Now, is it Did I do the C? No, I haven't done the C.
You don't have to do that many letters unless it's a name that's very common. You can do MCL and then backspace, and you should get it.
MCL, do A.
MCCL.
There it is. Found them doing it that way. There you go.
Underscore.
And Semipro. And I take it. You know, that's another thing I'm taking credit for, by the way. That I was the only one that discovered that you have to delete a letter for the name to appear. Nobody else found it. I found it.
Yeah, I think you did.
Right, MC Clarkey, well, 12 breaks. And look at the standard of the balls in the break. Pretty good from both players. Matt,
Yeah,
1.4,
very good.
1.3. Runouts from the break. 3 from Matt, 2 from Semipro. And look at the shot percentage of Semipro, 91%. Break percentage, sorry. Matt, well, not that far behind.
No, these
83.
guys both broke fantastic. This match was not determined by the break.
What one was I looking at there? Was it that one? No, not that one. It was that one. So runouts with break 3. Well, the Rack's high run was 2 from Matt and 1 from Semipro. 100% on the money ball. So let's have a look at the overall stats. Breaks. Albinario's still at the top. Look at Albinario's average balls. That's still good. So
yeah, that's bad. That's bad news for the rest of the field. If Albin's breaking good the way he plays, that's bad news for everybody.
And look at Matt. He's in second place there. He's 1.02. And runouts from the break. Well, I'll be still way in front. Matt on 23, Semipro on 20. Of course, these guys have played more and more people are out of the tournament now. So if you look at Bedhead's down there and he's over 1 ball in the break, 16 runouts. If you go down, where's this guy Larry? There's Larry. Well, there's where Larry has to fix things if he's going to survive, because that's too low. 15 runouts from the break. So there's room for improvement, Larry. Now that Larry thinks he's got his trackball mouse dialed in, I think he was tweaking about the speed of the shot. So
well, look at Bedhead. I mean, Bedhead has 26 runouts on the break. I mean, that's pretty strong. He's going to be a worthy opponent.
Well, there he is there. So you've got Albie, Bedhead, Matt. Obviously, these are guys still in the tournament. You've got Spectre Dawn on 20, but Spectre Dawn's break percentage, he wants to get that a wee bit higher.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cobra on 16, Larry's there on 16, so that's really about all that's left in it now. They're not an awful lot. So we'll look at the schedule, of course. There's one match left there for tomorrow night, same time, Larry and Bedhead. If we look at the bracket, we can see that that Matt is now through. And if we go further down, we have the Larry Bedhead match, Spectre Dawn line and wait for that one. And then, of course, the winner of that will then play Matt, who lies in wait. So that is it, folks. Very good, Matt. Well done, Matt. But by God, you made a proper arse of yourself. Going in off that 8 ball, I bet you thought it was all over when that happened.
Yeah, Matt, good plan. That was a better match for you than the last couple. You're trending in the right direction.
Yeah. So well done and good luck. You need to keep that sort of level of play up for the rest of it now. But you're still in. And unlucky to Semipro, because he did sort of hold it together when he was given those chances and ended up making it a match.
Well, you can't afford to spot the guy like 5 or 6 games at the beginning.
Yeah, it was always a hard task to get back in it. He did well enough. Right, so I think it's coffee break time for me. Thanks to Hairpig, thanks to Steve, and I hope you can join us tomorrow night, because again, I'm off work now for the next 2 days.
I'm going to try to. But I want to say good night to 9 Ball, good afternoon to Hairpig, and good night to the guys.
Right. Take care. See you later, chaps.
Thanks, guys.